Probability is the chance that something will happen. It might happen, it might not. We use it most of the time, usually without thinking about it. We don't perform actual probability problems in our daily life, but we use subjective probability to determine the course of action in a lot of our judgments. Everything from weather forecasting to our chance of dying in an accident is a probability. Probability can tell us important things like, should we lengthen the length of that yellow light in that intersection? Will you make more money if you go to college? What restaurant are you probably likely to go to? Notice here that one restaurant is dominating the landscape. We can even use it to predict the future. And in Los Angeles, the police found that they were always showing up to crimes after they'd happened. So they used probability to figure out where the crimes would happen before they happened. That way they could concentrate their forces in the correct area to be there before the crimes actually happened. We can find the probability that you'll irrigate and the probability that there won't be any water for you to do that with. Probability can tell us things. It can show us trends. For example, pictures taken in New York. Looks like the locals know something off there to the southeast. And even the probability that your cell phone will lose coverage due to sunspot activity. Hey, welcome back. It's good to see you. We'll do a little bit of swab it here. Student will be able to solve simple probability. We'll expand on this later, but first let's just take a look back. Okay, so probability equals success over possible. How many different ways to do it right over how many different ways to do it? Okay, something like this. Let's say we have 3 red marbles. It's the old marble thing. 4 blue marbles and 2 black marbles. And maybe 1 yellow marble. What is the probability of a red? Oops. Yeah, of a red. Okay, well, how many reds are there? 3 out of how many marbles are there total? 7, 8, 9, 10. So you got a 3 out of 10 probability for that. Pretty straightforward. Probability of a black. How many blacks are there? 2 out of how many marbles? 10. There we go. Hey, can that be reduced? What number goes into 2 and 10 evenly? Oh yeah, 2. 2 goes in there once, 2 goes in there 5 times. Let's call that 1/5. If you can reduce, you're supposed to. Probability of a yellow, 1 out of 10. What's the probability of an orange? Okay, so how many oranges do we have? 0. Okay, well that's 0 out of 10, or just 0. You got a 0 probability of pulling an orange because there aren't any oranges. Okay, so that's how probability works. It's really pretty straightforward. We're going to go into permutations and combinations and a few other things after that later here. And that's all I got for you today.